Your child is eating this right now. At school. Every single day. At lunch. It's served as dessert. It's mandated by school system. It's supposed to be treat. But this powder contains more sugar than your child should eat in an entire day. And it's destroying their brain during critical development period. This is instant pudding powder. The fastest growing dessert category in Asia. 600 million children consume it daily. Most don't choose it. School system serves it. Parents don't question it. Children have no choice. But the health consequences are severe. Today we're investigating 3 of Asia's most popular instant pudding brands. JELL-O, Royal, and local brands. What we discovered is disturbing. 1 serving exceeds a child's entire daily sugar limit. The artificial colors are linked to ADHD exacerbation. The ingredient list is pure chemistry. By the end of this video, you'll understand why instant pudding is destroying young Asia's children. JELL-O is American. Global brand. In Asia, JELL-O dominates instant pudding market with 38% share. 250 million servings sold yearly. The brand is iconic. Children recognize it. Schools serve it. Parents buy it. The marketing is genius. Instant. Easy. Delicious. Fun. But here's what you need to know. 1 serving of JELL-O instant pudding contains 15 to 20 grams of sugar. The World Health Organization recommends 25 grams of sugar daily for children. 1 serving of JELL-O is 60 to 80% of entire daily allowance. Most children eat this at school lunch. Then they eat other foods with sugar. Then they eat snacks with sugar. By end of day, a child consuming school pudding has consumed 50 to 100 grams of sugar. That's 2 to 4 times the daily recommendation. The ingredient list is frightening. Corn syrup. Modified corn starch. Artificial flavor. Artificial color. Titanium dioxide. Carrageenan. Gelatin. That's the actual list. Not a real pudding. Not chocolate pudding. Just chemicals formulated to taste like dessert. The chocolate variety contains 0 to 2% cocoa. The rest is synthetic chocolate flavor. Diacetyl compounds. Other flavor chemicals. The product tastes like chocolate. But it contains no chocolate. The artificial colors are yellow 5 and red 40. These colors are banned in some European countries. The research shows they exacerbate ADHD symptoms in sensitive children. 30 to 40% of children with ADHD show behavioral worsening when consuming foods with these colors. For a child with undiagnosed ADHD or sensitivity, eating JELL-O at school results in behavioral problems. Hyperactivity. Inability to focus. Behavioral outbursts. The teacher sees problem behavior. The parent doesn't realize cause is school lunch pudding. Schools mandate JELL-O because it's cheap. 1 serving costs pennies. Bulk purchasing reduces cost further. Schools maximize efficiency at expense of children's health. The decision is economic, not nutritional. For children eating JELL-O 3 to 4 times weekly at school, that's 45 to 80 grams of excess sugar weekly from pudding alone. Plus behavioral effects from artificial colors. Plus cavity formation from sugar. Royal is owned by Unilever. Global brand. In Asia, Royal has 32% market share. 200 million servings yearly. The marketing emphasizes heritage. Proper custard. Traditional dessert. The branding suggests quality. But Royal custard powder is pure chemistry. 1 serving contains 18 to 25 grams of sugar. That's 72 to 100% of child daily limit. 1 serving alone can reach entire daily recommendation. Royal is fastest growing dessert category with 14 to 17% annual growth. This growth is in school systems and institutional cafeterias. More schools adopting Royal means more children consuming it daily. The ingredient list is similar to JELL-O. Modified starch, corn syrup, artificial flavor, titanium dioxide. The titanium dioxide is whitening agent. It's nanoparticles that are absorbed through digestive system. The health implications of nanoparticle absorption in children are not fully understood. Royal contains artificial colors similar to JELL-O. The behavioral effects on children with ADHD are documented. The school system doesn't screen children for ADHD before serving pudding. Children with undiagnosed conditions are unknowingly consuming triggering substances. The taste profile is achieved through diacetyl and similar compounds. Diacetyl was used in microwave popcorn butter flavoring and linked to respiratory disease. Similar compounds are used in instant pudding to create custard flavor without actual custard. The price is similar to JELL-O but marketed as premium. Schools adopt Royal believing it's better quality than generic brands. The reality is identical chemistry at slightly higher price. For children eating Royal 3 to 4 times weekly at school, the weekly excess sugar from pudding is 54 to 100 grams. Combined with artificial colors, the behavioral impact is significant. Local pudding brands are various regional brands. Combined 20% market share. 150 million servings yearly. Ultra cheap pricing. Often 50 to 75% less than JELL-O or Royal. These local brands contain identical formulations to global brands. Same sugar content. Same artificial colors. Same chemicals. Different branding. Different packaging. Same health impact. The sugar content is 16 to 22 grams per serving. That's 64 to 88% of child daily limit. Identical to global brands. Local brands are produced in bulk by manufacturers also supplying global brands. Different labels. Different marketing. Same factories. Same recipes. Budget schools choose local brands because cost is lowest. The children in poorest schools consume same sugar and chemicals as wealthy school children. But budget schools don't have quality oversight that wealthier institutions have. The price variance between brands is 8 to 12 times. JELL-O at $5 for 24 servings. Local brand at 50 cents for 24 servings. The ingredient difference is 0. The price difference is brand markup. The exploitation is different for local brands. They exploit budget schools. They offer lowest price. Schools choose them because budget is limited. The children pay with their health. Artificial colors in instant pudding increase ADHD symptoms. The research is documented. Yellow 5 and red 40 trigger behavioral problems in sensitive children. The mechanism is neurological. The colors are chemical compounds that affect neurotransmitter function. In sensitive individuals, they increase dopamine dysregulation. This manifests as hyperactivity, inability to focus, impulsivity. The timing is significant. Children eat pudding at school lunch. 1 to 2 hours later, behavioral problems peak. Teachers see hyperactivity in afternoon classes. Parents are unaware of cause. For a child with undiagnosed ADHD sensitivity, the school pudding is triggering substance. Daily exposure means daily behavioral symptoms. The child is labeled as behavior problem. Teachers recommend behavioral intervention. Parents are unaware pudding is cause. The sugar itself contributes. Sugar spikes cause rapid blood glucose elevation. This triggers dopamine release. In ADHD brains, dopamine regulation is already dysregulated. Sugar spikes amplify the dysfunction. The result is severe behavioral dysregulation. The combined effect of artificial colors plus sugar in ADHD-sensitive children is severe. The afternoon behavioral problems are a direct result of school lunch pudding. For children without ADHD, the effects are still present but less obvious. Artificial colors cause subtle increases in hyperactivity. Sugar causes focus problems. The combined effect contributes to behavioral and academic problems. The cavity formation is guaranteed. Sugar content is high. Frequency is daily. The bacterial fermentation of sugar on teeth creates cavity formation. Children eating school pudding daily develop cavity epidemics. Schools serve instant pudding because it's cheap. Convenient. Requires no preparation. The decision is economic. The health is irrelevant. Some countries mandate pudding in school lunch programs. Government policy requires inclusion. This is systematic exploitation. Government decisions enforce sugar addiction in children. Schools don't warn parents. Children don't choose. It's not optional. It's mandated. The children are captive consumers. They're forced to consume daily for 200 days per year. The budget constraints drive this. Schools have limited food budgets. Instant pudding costs pennies per serving. Real desserts cost significantly more. Schools choose cheapest option. The children in poorest schools are most affected. Budget schools have lowest food budgets. They choose cheapest brands. The poorest children consume worst quality. The health impact is highest in children who can least afford health consequences. Parents are unaware. School lunch menus don't prominently display sugar content. Parents don't ask questions. Schools don't provide alternative options. Children consume daily for 12 years of schooling. The addiction is established by age 8 or 9. By secondary school, children are dependent on sugar. They crave it. They want pudding at home. Parents buy it. The school establishment created the addiction. The home consumption continues it. 3 brands. 3 different price points. 1 universal problem. All contain 15 to 25 grams of sugar. All contain 50+ artificial chemicals. All are formulated for addiction. All are destroying children's brains. 600 million Asian children consume instant pudding daily. Most at school. Most mandated. Most unaware of health consequences. The daily consumption during critical development period causes permanent damage. If your child consumes instant pudding at school, you need to understand the cost. Not financial cost. Health cost. Sugar addiction. Behavioral dysregulation. Cavity formation. Brain development damage. Parents can request schools eliminate pudding. Parents can send alternative desserts. Parents can speak to school administration. Parents can demand better options. But this requires awareness. This video is awareness. Stop allowing children to consume instant pudding. The school system won't change without pressure. The manufacturers won't change the formula without regulation. Parents must demand alternatives. Real fruit. Real yogurt. Real food desserts. They cost more. They require preparation. But children's brains are worth more than convenience. Subscribe for next investigation. The flavored milk powder crisis targeting children is even more pervasive. Like this if you didn't know schools were serving sugar bombs daily. Comment what your child eats at school. Share with parents whose children consume school pudding. This is Asian Food Insider. Children's brains are worth more than budget savings.